Hello and welcome to the Geeks Handbag. This is part 2 of my interview with friend, author and fellow Doctor Who fan Paul Isaacs. Those of you that have watched part 1 of the interview know that we were in a coffee shop but they wanted to close. So we have relocated to a snug, if slightly noisier coffee shop just up the road. There is the odd screaming kid and a bit of background noise, but otherwise I hope you will enjoy our little chat about Doctor Who. I think we were talking about Davros before the chairs and brooms started banging.
Yes, Julian Bleach, his performance, he was saying about it being somewhat wasted.
Yeah, I think he gave a really good performance, and I just felt because he was sort of made to be the Dalek's pet, it wasn't sort of quite brought to its potential, but I do think he was really good. One of the things I just wanted to say again, which I think was sort of distorted out in the last one, was about the Davros, the scene between Davros and the Fourth Doctor in Genesis.
Oh yes,
being one of my all-time favourite scenes, where they have that little chat, and I was saying it'd be funny. You almost imagine them having like a little coffee together and just talking about.
Yeah, here.
I just saw
in this place.
Yeah, and then they'd get shoved out.
Yeah.
Actually, Roger Delgado and John Pertwee together are just a dream match, aren't they? They're brilliant together.
John Pertwee had an idea which I wish was followed up, that they were brothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, there's a line in which story is it? Planet of Fire. You know when he's and he goes to say it but doesn't finish the sentence, doesn't he?
Yes.
And I think that perhaps ties back to that.
Yeah.
I quite like that idea. Actually.
Yes. They've just gone. They're both renegades, but they've gone separate.
Yeah.
And also, one of the forgotten masters is Peter Pratt, who was underneath all that makeup.
Is that Deadly Assassin?
Yeah, and I thought that was excellent. You know, and also people forget about Geoffrey Beevers in
Sharkin.
That's it. He'd done a very good performance as well, and Anthony Ainley is good as the master. I like
just different,
a bit more. Some people say a bit more pantomime. I think that's one of the issues. But I like he has got a good voice.
He is over the top, but I still like him. I like it when in the Five Doctors he's like, betrayed? No, he just delivering lines like that instead of just like, it have been betrayed? No, he's like, betrayed! He's really sort of out there, at the top. But what about John Sim then? Because I like John Sim a lot as an actor.
Yes.
But as the master, and I think this is more down to direction than actually him, I don't know. But he was not in character as the master to me.
No, he wasn't. Oh, Derek Jacobi now there's a master.
Why wasn't he in more? He was just, he would have been brilliant.
There's a master that we could have, because the master has got a level of suave. Derek Jacobi's got a level of suave. Yeah. And so if it shows Anthony Ainley, the only time he didn't is where he really ripped his evil with Geoffrey Beevers, because he didn't have that suave exterior, so he didn't care.
Yeah.
And the same with Peter Pratt. And if you notice that they got actors with very, very distinctive voices. I mean, Delgado, Beevers, Pratt and Ainley both had very distinct voices.
And Delgado is just the ultimate of suave, and he's brilliant.
Oh, he is, and he's a very good, talented actor. And I like that scene, those altercations in the Sea Devils are brilliant. I think that he's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great story actually.
The Sea Devils, it's a bit underrated because people always think of Silurians, don't they? But Sea Devils look ironically better in the Sea Devils than the Warriors from the Deep. They look a bit clunky in that.
They're actually the costumes sticking out the neck.
And the fact that the timeline was ruined, because why would they be fighting together? But anyway, they tried to reinvent them, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think that the Master's a fantastic character, maybe a bit misplaced. In the recent series, you needed someone suave like Jacobi.
I'd like to see somebody come. I'd like to see the Master come back, but either Johnson playing him differently, which I don't think would work, or to have a different actor play him, I think would be good. So let's talk a little bit about favourite stories.
Yes.
We've mentioned Genesis, which of course we both love. Brain of Morbius, actually, we haven't touched on, which is brilliant.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe era was a very good
era.
The horror era, the Hammer horror era. Yeah, I like that. I like the sort of textures and colours of that story. Again, interested in sound design. I like Morbius's voice. And I love
the brain in the jar.
Yeah,
I love that, that brain. I'd love to have one next to my bed. I know that sounds good.
Yeah, and also who's the villain? And he's Welsh actor.
Oh no, he's brilliant. He's one of my favourite actors, and I can't think of his name. But Philip Maddock. Philip Maddock.
I think you're right. Yeah, he was brilliant. And when he was with Baker,
I love when he goes, "What a magnificent head!"
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Baker, you know, that Baker's got that sort of dark humour anyway. So if you think about it, that was a match made in heaven.
That line about the water as well. You know, when they turn up in the rain, he's like, "Could you spare a glass of water?"
Yeah.
I think that might be one of his ad-libs.
Yes.
It's a brilliant ad-lib.
Oh yeah, with this. Yeah, I mean that I think Philip Maddock got that.
Yeah.
I think he liked Tom. I got that from the commentary.
I think they did get on well.
Yeah. And there was Brain of Morbius is very good. It's Doctor Who's Frankenstein, and it's brilliantly done.
Yeah.
And also, just to point out, Ark in Space, the second story, Alien. It's Doctor Who's Alien.
Yeah.
The Wirren.
I think this is Tom Baker's says it's his favourite story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dark. It's claustrophobic. Even though I think it's brightly lit, that doesn't detract.
Sets are good, aren't they?
The sets are excellent because they're done by I forget his name, but he's he done Hollywood films, didn't he? He progressed.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah, that's right. He did go on to do big things. Actually, the thing is though, as much as I like Ark in Space, it's a good story, and a lot of people rate it as their favourite story. I wouldn't rate it as one of my favourites, but why do you rate it as one of your favourites?
I think it was ahead of its time. Sci-fi, as Philip Hinchcliffe said in a commentary, was not going places in '75. And it was only until Alien, which I think is fantastic, do a whole video on that. But Alien, it preempted Alien by so many years. It's quite amazing. I mean, it has a similar sort of plot. It's a strange alien that sort of takes over the bodies. That's not quite what happens in Alien, but it's got an invasion of the body snatchers.
Actually, Tom Baker, I think, was less impressed with Alien. Isn't there some famous story about them going to see Alien? And
Ridley Scott, he said overrated. I think it was in the Genesis sound.
But didn't Tom Baker stand up in the cinema or something and say, "Why doesn't the alien just bore them all to death?" He was really unimpressed with it.
Yeah, because I don't think he got Ridley's style, which was Little and Often.
Yeah.
Because it was a cheap-looking suit. And what Ridley done, which was actually rather clever, is hardly show it. It was an over 7 foot stuntman, and the only time it fails, sadly, as much as I like Alien, sorry Alien fans, is actually at the end when you see it.
I suppose you've got no choice because at the end
you've got to
see it. Yeah.
But when you see the full body, I sorry to say it, but I think Alien is a brilliant film, but what David Cameron does in Aliens with the design is fantastic.
Yeah, Aliens is brilliant film.
It is. Going off track, but I do think it is Ark in Space is Doctor Who's Alien. I mean, I was watching the Moonbase this morning, and it was amazing. Moonbase is fantastic, way ahead of its time.
I need to, Moonbase is good.
It's a really good.
We were talking about the animation earlier as well, saying how good that is for because previous animations have been a bit
clunky.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it, on the new Moonbase?
Oh, and also the was it Hartnell's story, Reign of
Terror?
Oh, that was fantastic animation.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something about black and white animation I think's very good.
Do you think the restorations got better or what? Because you know, on the Enemy of the World that's just been discovered, it looks so clear, and yet if you compare it to Unearthly Child, Unearthly Child's really grainy. Now, I don't know if that's due to the restoration improving or the prints are better or what, but Enemy of the World looks so clear. It's brilliant how they've remastered it.
It's funny. That's exactly what I thought.
I was going to say, isn't it a shame that these doctors aren't around to see the show now, to see how it's still... They'd be thrilled about how the kids are into it, especially William Hartnell. He'd be thrilled if he could see the show now, wouldn't he?
He would, and I wonder with him, I think the first three doctors would have embraced commentaries. And the commentary tracks.
I'd love to hear a William Hartnell commentary.
I think it'd be amazing.
Brilliant. Can you imagine?
And Pat Trout would be so funny, and John Purdy would just lap it up. I think he would love doing.
Would
loved commentaries. I think he would have been on every story.
Yes.
He made sure that, and I think even in the special editions, I think he would have probably just gone for another commentary track.
Yeah,
so
actually he would have been immense on a commentary.
Yeah, he's a character in his own right. People complained about him about being a bit vain,
but he had stories. It just would be interesting. Even if you knew he was just exaggerating beyond belief, he would just have stories. Yeah, he'd be brilliant.
They would have made an exceptional contribution to the DVD range if they were still here.
Yeah.
Kit Pedler. I was listening to a bit about Kit Pedler this morning. It was very interesting hearing about.
Oh, on the Moonbase.
But yeah, very
that's right.
interesting man. What they actually done, they done something really interesting with the commentary. They basically overlaid it on the animation.
Yeah, they've taken like an interview and inserted it, haven't they?
Yeah. So what you get is, for the two animation things, you get interviews with Toby Haydock and his Kit Pedler's daughters.
We love Toby Haydock, by the way.
Yes.
We must just say that.
Yes.
We were saying earlier before we switched on how brilliant Toby Haydock is, especially on the commentaries, isn't he?
He is. He's charismatic. He's got what I call a radio voice.
Yes.
He could be the posh person in the Archers, you know.
Have you been to see his show?
I haven't, but
I must go see it.
Yes.
It's funny, moving. He's brilliant. I must move on because of the timing.
Yes.
But let's talk about a favourite story that we have in common, which is the great Logopolis.
Yes, I like Logopolis. I think it's got everything going for it because I think it's one of Tom Baker's finest performances.
There are so many things in Logopolis that I love. I don't know where to begin. It is just brilliant.
It's a full. I think you said on Facebook it's a full package.
Yeah,
you get everything.
Music.
I love
the Watcher.
Yeah, there's a stereotype about electronic music that it can't be moving. Well, I urge you to listen to the music over the Regeneration scene, and it's very moving.
It's beautiful. Yeah, that that sort of twinkling. Yeah, brilliant.
It's our echo in life. And that is connected with a feeling of sadness that is not only within the scene but outside, and Tom Baker's real sadness.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story. I mean, they keep going deeper and deeper in the TARDIS.
That's brilliant.
I love the scenes where they'll be on a scene, and then after they finish speaking, it just pans across. Far in the distance, there's the Watcher, and it's like, oh my god, was he there all the time?
Yes,
it's brilliantly filmed.
Yes,
I could go on forever about it. I love Logopolis. Yeah. There are people that don't like it. I know that, but to me, I think it's nostalgic for a start. I sort of remember the Regeneration as a kid.
One of the best ones.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's just brilliant,
and it's aged well.
Yeah,
it's actually still, with it all being cleaned up and remastered. It actually looks good.
It does.
The recent Doctor Regeneration I thought was horrible.
Well, the Capaldi one?
Yeah, because there was this judder that didn't connect very well. I think they were trying to do something different.
I can't decide on it. The first time I watched it, I hated it. I was like, what's that? And then the second time I thought, they're trying to do something different.
Yes, they were.
But I'm not completely sure about it. The only thing I can assume is that they've decided it's like a reset. But it could have been done better. I like the fact they've tried to do something different. It's
like a camera switch, wasn't it?
It was boom.
Yeah, and then he was another man.
Yeah, I can't decide. I'm really not sure. I think it could have been done better. I like the fact they tried something different.
I think
but it could have been better, I think. And I didn't like his first sort of few lines either. You know,
he was sinister.
I don't know, it didn't work. I was so looking forward to seeing him, and you always look forward to the new Doctor's first work, that it just felt a bit of a letdown. Maybe I was expecting too much, but
I think it might have been partly to do with the fact that how the Regeneration didn't flow very well. Do you think maybe that was the point, the fact that it was a difficult Regeneration.
And do you think that's what I was going to say, do you think this is going to be perhaps a bit along the lines of the Colin? Do you think he's going to be unpredictable?
So. Yeah, I do, because he's got that look, hasn't he, of unpredictable.
He's a great actor, and I mean he did that. I love the first crazy look that he gave.
Yeah, right, and he's not slightly, is he 20 years older than that? He is, isn't he? Or potentially older, is he?
Yeah, I don't know actually.
He's much older, so that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because it was more. I mean, we haven't brought up Eccleston. I think he's underrated.
Eccleston.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say.
And I'm so sorry.
One of my favourite. I really, really like Eccleston as a Doctor.
He got bullied. It came out, didn't it? That he said he got bullied. One of the reasons he left behind the scenes. That's such a shame.
Yeah, because he's kind of not turned his back on it. Well, I suppose in the sense he has turned his back on it.
He has.
He's had no sort of involvement. I mean, even in the 50th anniversary, you know, he didn't have any involvement in it at all. I mean, no. I went to the BFI screening of his episode, and he was meant to be there but couldn't turn up. But he did send a note, and I don't know. I think he is proud of the fact he was in it, but I don't think he really wants anything to do with it. But I think that's more just the actor he is. He does a part.
Yeah. Yes, he was good.
Oh, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought.
He was. People need to remember that he's the one who rejuvenated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first.
He had a nice mix of being serious and also emotional, I thought.
Yes, he did. Slightly silly at times, but he wasn't so good at the comedy bits, but when he was doing scenes where he had to inject emotion into it, I think he was really believable. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the scene was. I think it's in The End of the World, the second one. There's a bit where he's talking to the tree woman.
Oh, yes.
And he gets really emotional about his planet. So I remember thinking that really cemented him as the Doctor to me. But I can't remember the speech. I just remember he's sort of talking to her and he grabs her arm or something.
Yes.
I don't know, there's the scene there where he plays it brilliantly. And I remember thinking, this guy is a brilliant Doctor. Just that sort of cemented him in the second episode, I think.
Yeah, I think you have to have a level of emotion, I think.
But what about Matt and David?
I think David was brilliant. David Tennant was one of my favourite recent Doctors. Probably third in line, so Baker, Pertwee, Tennant.
I always try and put him in line, and it always changes. I always change my mind.
Tennant, I have to say, I never warmed to Smith. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. There's just something. I will try and look at his episodes because I only watched, I have to confess, only 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah, there's something I just didn't connect with, so I will try. But David Tennant, I just thought was amazing. He so embraced it. He so loved being a part of Doctor Who because he's a fan.
Yeah, that's the thing. And Capaldi's a fan as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
you know, which can work 2 ways. You know,
yeah.
But I think.
I mean, he loved the fact that Davros. He was doing a Davros story. Yeah. You could tell, couldn't you? He took photos of Julian in the Davros get-up. Yeah, and
see, so I like David Tennant, but I have to say I prefer Matt Smith. But I prefer David Tennant's stories. You see, I think Matt Smith has been a brilliant Doctor, but his stories have been quite poor at times. Not bad. Well, some of them have been bad, but they haven't been anywhere near as good. But I think as a Doctor, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
This coffee shop is now closing, so I could literally talk to you all day. I think we'll have to do another interview.
Yes.
Paul, thank you so much for taking time to see me. I do
You're
hope we can do
welcome.
this again.
Yeah.
Would you like to mention your websites that you have?
Oh goodness,
because Paul's got a lot of great videos and websites.
Yeah. I've, as you probably know I've got my own YouTube account, and if you Google Paul Isaacs Autism, I always forget the big long link for my website, but if you Google Paul Isaacs Autism, it goes to the homepage, and also Autism Oxford, so www.autismoxford.com.
Actually, on your YouTube, I was going to say, if you search Paul Isaac on YouTube, and I'm going to spell your surname because this is what it's ISAACS.
That's right.
Paul Isaac. So if you search that, and on your YouTube, I noticed you have got all the links. So you
I have.
them, so
Thank you.
That's the easiest way to do it. Paul, thanks so much.
Yeah,
guys.
Nice. Thank you.
Lovely seeing you. Until next time, we better get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye bye.
My thanks then to Paul Isaacs. I really enjoyed our little chat. I literally could have talked about Doctor Who all night long with him. I didn't know much about autism at all until I met Paul. His books are great. I really recommend them as an introduction to it. Please do check them out, as well as his Facebook and YouTube channel. So, until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please check out my YouTube page and, of course, facebook.com/ /the Geeks Handbag. Till next time, take care. Bye bye.